JB. JB is a throwing star, but we have Ms. Charley Young. You remember her. You know me. Welcome to round 2 the Limbo podcast. I'm here. We've done it. Everything is fine. Now, Charley went ahead and just basically fucked around and dropped a great song today and video. So
Thank you. Thank you so much.
that video's nice. I watched that before I came on here. I was like, that's a cool fucking video. You know?
Isn't it awesome?
It's fun.
I love that video. We just shot that last month in Montana. Yeah, so we were kind of close to your neck of the woods. We were in Whitefish, Montana. Do you know?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, my family has a house up there, and we were like, where can we go that's gonna have a lot more open space and not as many people, so we don't catch COVID. And
that is the key nowadays, people. There you go.
I mean, and so we kept the crew small, and the woman who shoots all my music videos, we've actually been working together since we were in college. So we've been working together for years, and she's awesome. She's Ecuadorian, but she was born in the US and went to school together. We did student films together, and she's been shooting all my music videos since 2017. But like I said, we've been working for years together. And like I said, she's in California. And we were like, where can we shoot because we need to get this done, because we've been kind of waiting, because we literally shot a music video the last weekend before everything shut down in the US for the pandemic. So like March. Yeah. So we were talking, we're like, well, damn it, this pandemic is never going to end. So we need to get this crap done. Like, how can we do it safely? Yeah. So we're like, okay, small crew. Let's do Montana. Also, we don't have to worry about hotels because we have we've had a second home out there my family has for like 20 years. So that's, paid off. We don't have to worry about that. And they have a car out there. Let's do it. Why not? And like I said, there's not many people. And yeah, we shot that in a day. We started at 7 a.m. and wrapped around 7:38.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole day. And it was a lot of fun. That rock shot, they showed it to me right after we took it, and I was just like,
perfect.
I was like, oh my God, I love it.
I love it. Yeah. No, that's good. It's a good video. I really like it.
Thank you.
So I have a question about the video.
Yes.
All right.
So did I introduce you? I don't know if I did. Jeremiah.
Who cares? I'm just in the shadow, in the dark, hiding behind the shuriken.
You're the light of my life, Jeremiah.
All right, so at the end of the video, we see the guy leaving the woods with you, but then we only see you in the car. And I'm not really sure, but is that an expression of exhaustion from digging a shallow grave, or what were those final feelings that you were feeling there?
Well, I am a true crime aficionado. I love true crime. And yes, I actually murdered the guy and we buried him. And so I'm sighing because it was a lot of work to do on my own.
It seemed like it.
It's hard to find good help. Yeah.
It was stressful.
I had to do it all on my own. No, but no, I'm sighing because this song, as you guys heard, is like about, it keeps talking about like tripping the wire. And, I think all of us have been in relationships where you feel like you're walking on eggshells and you don't know if the relationship is going to make it or not. Or like if it's going to last. And basically Amelia, that's the director's name, her concept was, we're two good friends, we've been friends. This phone is turned into we're gonna throw that over there because that's creepy. Okay. I feel like I'm in a horror movie. It is Friday the 13th. But anyway, she decided that like we're good friends, we both like each other, but we're not doing anything about it. And so her direction for that moment, JB, was like, okay, I want you to get in the car and just, you're frustrated because again, nothing's like he was too chicken and I was too chicken to like make a move.
Dude.
All right, so then you took him to the woods and axe murdered him, and then that solved the whole problem.
Because he was a coward.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but but also Charley, like in real life's problem is I am a lot braver than most of the people that I've dated. Like, no offense, ex-boyfriends. I'm on good terms with most of you, but just hashtag I have bigger cojones than all of you. So,
That's a great hashtag.
hashtag cojones.
Hashtag Charlie's cojones.
Put that in the hey, that's the next name for that group on Twitter.
Yes.
Hashtag Charlie's cojones.
It's ridiculous and I love it.
That is ridiculous. I don't know what the hell was happening the first time I saw that. I was like, what is this now? I'm not even going to look at it. What have I done?
I think Claire and Aaron just went crazy. I think they both I think they're like, you know, those friends that you have that like you love them, but like you egg each other on and you guys both get into like a world of trouble. I think that they're each other.
Yeah, I would say so. I agree.
But it's amusing. I'm
hilarious.
I'm enjoying it immensely.
It doesn't matter what point you jump in. It's like, oh, here we go.
I know. It's so hard.
I opened up the chat yesterday night, and all of a sudden I see a GIF of a guy in his car, and the windshield wipers are sausages. So I mean, you know.
That's amazing.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. I can't wait. Before I go to bed, I'll have to check it out and see what those crazy kids are doing next.
See how far it's gone. Yeah, exactly.
And people will like hop in and like have their like legitimate like music tweet to retweet. And
yeah.
It's like ridiculous. Oh, legitimate tweet, ridiculous, legitimate tweet.
Yeah. I love that. I always like start on all the ridiculous stuff and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I gotta go. And then you'll come back, shit talk, ollie some, leave, and then go back.
Exactly. Like you said, it doesn't matter whenever you check in.
Whenever you jump in.
Yeah.
You're good
so, yeah. Wait, are you opening it up right now?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm closing. I have
Are
so
you playing
many
on Twitter,
open.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go play some solitaire or something in a minute. No, I'm just minimizing. I have way too many things open right now. I need my full attention. There you go.
Awesome. I think my laptop upstairs, I think I usually like at minimum have like 5 or 6 tabs open. I'm that person.
I've got I had like 8 or 10 open right now. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I don't need that many freaking tabs. It's because when I was listening to the gospel from my last guest, I was like, well, I'm gonna just do some work while he's talking.
That's interesting though. I mean, it sounds like they had a lot to say, which is good.
Well, he talked a lot because he was in a band called, I don't know if you heard of him, JB, but he was the singer for 40 Below Summer. They're a new metal band back in the early 2000s.
No, I missed that. Yeah,
that's fine. They're great. Go back, look them up. He's the singer. But yeah, he had a lot to say about politics and systemic racism and the military complex. So it was all fascinating stuff, right?
Yeah.
And, like, talking about like anti-maskers and shit, and I was just like, please don't be anti-mask, please, because I'll have to just fucking hang up right now. And he wasn't, so I was like, okay.
I feel like most, you know, and I'm being overly generalizing, but I feel like most people I know that are in the metal scene, because in fact, even the guys who play my shows with me are actually all metal guys. Yeah, they're metal, and I feel like people who listen to metal and people who play metal, I feel like people in that world are actually very smart and very considerate and very just very aware. And I would be surprised if he, you know, if he was like that, because I feel like that would be going against that community. Yeah. It's like, I'll tell you what, I'm still in Florida with my family, and you know, I know you're in Canada, Joe, but you know, I'll tell you what, last week was interesting because
Oh yeah, because the election, obviously, right?
Yeah, and the thing is where my family is in Florida, it's very like 50-50.
Okay.
Like our neighbor had a Biden sign, like the one to like the right, and then our neighbor across the street had a huge Trump sign. So it's like literally it would be Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump. And the thing is like there's still a mask ordinance in our city limits, right?
Mhm.
And I can't tell you how many people walk into these buildings without a flipping mask on. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, our positivity rate in this county here has been like between 7 and 8%. And
Holy shit.
the mayor like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago at this point, wanted to repeal the mask, and the city council was basically like up yours.
Yeah.
And which I'm like, thank you. And
Yeah.
now like 2 days ago he issued a state of emergency because the hospitalizations have gone up so much
Rapidly.
Yeah.
We
and I'm
are
just like,
dealing with the exact same thing here right now.
are you?
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah,
that's what
because
happened when we went to shoot in Montana. Like we were like so excited, but like when we got there, the trend, because I feel like there's been a lot of spots where they've had like a certain time where they're peaking, and when we got there it was like slowly climbing up. And then we did temperature checks, and we shot 2 videos when we were out there because we were like, hey, let's maximize our time.
dude,
uh, yeah, and so we have one coming out early next year, and that shoot, the makeup artist came and she was super sweet, but like I took her temperature and she was like borderline, and I was like, shit, I was like,
Yeah.
shit. He's like, I'm not sick. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here like praying to God that I'm not jeopardizing,
everything.
and everybody else. And I'm just like, but we all ended up being okay. But I was just like, and it wasn't, I mean, this wasn't her fault, but it was just like, damn it. Like, I'm trying to create a safe set. And like, I can't, like, if this happens, if people get COVID, I will not be able to live with myself.
Yeah.
But we did.
Thank goodness. That's good, man. That's good.
I think you tweeted about that actually, didn't you? Like how you have people in your region that are like,
Yeah, dumb. That's what
dumb.
I
I hate that.
That's one good way to put it.
Well, dude, like I swear to God, like we have my province is pretty small, right? Like they're trying to compare our numbers to well, they say, well, compared to the rest of Canada, like we're not bad. It's like, yeah, but the rest of Canada has fucking 10 times the population we do. So you have to go per capita, bro, and per capita, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And to put it in terms that people from this province will understand, and I saw it on Facebook, a group I'm in, they said, like these guys say per capita, but when you're talking farming, you don't say bushels sold per farm, you say bushels per acre. And that's what, like it's like, yes, God damn it, maybe you'll understand that. You know what I mean? It's like per acre, we're fucked. Like we have like maybe 40 some, we have like 44 ICU beds in the whole province. And we're at 38 or 39 capacity right now. And that's not, and they, the scary thing is they're like, well, when we say like, we're just saying that's where the people are going to stay. That's not including the staff we don't have to take care of the people because they're getting fucking sick.
Yeah.
And everybody here, we had 400 doctors from the province write letters to the government saying like, you need to fuck off. Like, we can't do this. Can you shut down for even 2 weeks? Like 2 weeks, give us some time. Like these guys have been going since the pandemic started. Everybody's tired. Like they're locking down nursing homes again, like everything, but all they did today, they made some announcement. They're like, okay, well, so masks are going to be mandatory indoors. It's like, fuck you. And you can only drink till 10 o'clock p.m. That's it.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But like,
is it 10 p.m. that COVID goes into hiding?
That's it, right? So after everybody knows
COVID's bedtime's 9:45.
Yeah, COVID goes to bed at 10 o'clock, so you're fine. You'll never catch COVID at 11 p.m. So drink till 10. And it's just ridiculous. I'm just so pissed off by the way the fucking government here is fucking not the federal, but the provincial, because everybody has their own rules here. Like our guy here hates the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He fucking hates him, and it's stupid. Like Trudeau sits there and says, he could say to this guy, and my buddy said this. He's like, Trudeau could walk up to our guy and say, "I'll give you millions of dollars to shut down, and he'd bitch because he gave the wrong denomination of bills. You know, like that's the kind of fucking prick he is. He's an asshole. Fuck you.
Well, that's what we're dealing with here in the U.S. We've got an administration that is hostile to the science.
I know. Fuck.
Honestly, that's why, I hate it. I mean, I hate, I'm being very open, but that's why there are a plethora of reasons, but that was one of the reasons why I voted for a new candidate in the election. Cause I was like, people are dying and when he got COVID a month ago, it was an opportunity for him to actually show himself to be like a human being and show that he actually, his humanity. And instead he's like,
he didn't do that.
Better than I have in 20 years, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, wow. Like instead of being like, I was really sick and, I was very fortunate to have the health care that I did. Let's make sure everybody gets that kind of treatment.
No, he said, I'm better than I've ever been. It wasn't even nothing. I didn't even feel sick. It was fine. It's a fucking hoax. It's a Democratic hoax. Fucking.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, awesome, dude. Awesome.
Yeah,
meanwhile, my dad's friend his whole job is, because my dad's a criminal defense attorney. I know we talked about that last time. So my dad has a friend that he's known for 40 years. So since he was like in his 20s, who his whole job is to help get like terminally ill prisoners home so they can spend their last time with their family, like get them in jail. And he just died from COVID. And I know that helping these prisoners get home, which is sad. And then I have a guy I went to high school with, his older brother, who's 40, just died from COVID. And there's a girl that I went to college with, and those people that you see all the time, like around your neighborhood or around campus, but you're not
know
friends
them, but
with
you know them. Yeah.
Yeah. She was a year older than me and she died in the spring. And I'm just so pissed because I was like telling somebody who was anti-mask about it. And they're like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. You've had so many people die from it. And I'm like, wow, like you are a terrible fucking human being. Just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it's not an issue and doesn't mean you shouldn't care. But people don't give a shit. People don't care if it's like, if it doesn't affect them. And it just, you can't make people be good people, but it's,
no, you can't. It's really shown a lot of people's true colors, I think, because if at the bare minimum all you have to do to protect someone potentially is just put a fucking mask on, dude. Like, who gives a shit? They make so many cool ones, dude. I saw a fucking Beastie Boys License to Ill mask. I was like, fucking rights, I'll buy that. Hell yes. Come on.
That's awesome. My friend's been sending me Baby Yoda masks.
Oh, perfect. JB, what are you rocking? What do you got?
Well, I've just got normal kind of dentist one right now, but I want to get one that's a face hugger from Alien. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, speaking of Baby Yoda, JB sent me if Baby Yoda was a cat, so they took all the Baby Yoda scenes and replaced it with a black cat, and it was pretty incredible. And it's really funny. It's funny you sent me that, JB, because my Amelia, who's one of my really good friends and the woman who did my music video, she and I were just talking about how Baby Yoda is basically a cat. So that was very apropos. You were like, you were connected. So yeah, I don't know. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I haven't watched this season of The Mandalorian yet.
I haven't yet either. Please don't tell me anything.
I haven't either, so it's fine. JB, have you watched it?
I haven't even seen the first season, unfortunately.
Oh, we're safe then. Thank God.
Yeah.
Safe space. Okay.
I love The Mandalorian because he reminds me of me.
Holy shit. Just compares herself to the Mandalorian right off the hop. Charley Young, Mandalorian.
Also, where did they get these terms? Like, how do they? I want to know. Is it drugs, or do they just or is it sleep deprivation, or is it alcohol, or is it all the above?
It's all those. That's the trifecta.
I should research that.
Yep, drunk, stoned, and up for 48 hours straight.
You'll think of all sorts of shit, right, JB? Single JB. Oh yeah, JB.
Yep.
I'll tell you what though.
I confirm.
With this release, I love Amelia, but Amelia she's in California, so she's 2 hours behind me right now. And
Okay, yeah. How are we on the same time right now, by the way? Because it's like 11 something there.
No, it's 12:20 here.
Yeah, but what are you?
Same there, right?
I'm the one part, like the part of Florida I'm in is like that one little. So Florida looks like this. Like this part of
You're
Florida,
at the
like
top of the boot. Yeah.
Is central.
Okay.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I know. We're the like weird children on the side where they're like, well, this is weird. Like, let's just fucking make it whatever.
I was trying to wrap my mind around that. I was like, wait, you live in Florida, and all I know is that Florida's east. So how are you central?
Yeah, most of Florida is eastern, but
it is. No, JB is absolutely right. But this little sliver isn't. But I slept. So speaking of sleep deprivation, like
yes.
I went to bed. Okay, I took a nap from 1 to 3 a.m. this morning because I was waiting for Amelia to deliver the video. And like then my body just woke up at 3 and I still didn't have it or whatever. And like she started exporting it at like I started getting it like 3:30. So then I stayed up from like 3 something to 6 a.m. and then I went to sleep until 10 a.m. So I'm all sleep deprived today. I'm like
wild.
Like if I didn't have without makeup on, like I look awful today. Like I look like just like a zombie. But
I'm good.
I'm cool like the Mandalorian, so it's not working for me. I guess I need alcohol and drugs.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Dolly used that like sleep deprivation, like borderline dream thing where he would prop up his head on his hands, and then like when he would like fall asleep and then his head would fall, he would wake up and then draw whatever he was seeing.
That's fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So he would catch everything like right on that cusp of consciousness and dream state, so it's pretty cool. It's one way to do it.
That's one way to do it.
Hey, have you ever heard of Wim Hof?
No.
Okay, get high on your own supply.
Yeah.
It's basically he's this like superhuman dude who can go submerge himself in like a bath of ice and just hang out for hours and maintain a normal body temperature, and he does all these like breathing exercises, and I tried some, and it's like this like hyperventilating breathing and then breath hold, and like after I did it the first time, I could hold my breath for 3 minutes, which I could never do before. It's just because what you do is you're over oxygenating yourself, and then you do these breath holds, and then you get this crazy oxygen buzz from it. But that's his whole thing, is get high on your own supply. So you over oxygenate, and then you go take a cold shower. And I'll tell you, you'll feel like a whole new person.
And did you master this during lockdown?
Well, no, I haven't really mastered it. It's I've just done the breathing exercise.
Well, I'll hold my breath for fucking 10 minutes now. Awesome.
No, it was like the first time I did the breathing exercise, I hit 3 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like before, like 2, I would be dying. I would be like completely dying, but I hit 3, and I was like, all right. But no, it's just, but yeah, I mean, it's something to try. But it's a healthy way to like get fucked up, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty straight edge. I don't really drink, and I don't do drugs, but I will say in Vegas a few years ago, I did go to an oxygen bar because I stayed up like the whole night, and I did feel really good. So
yeah, well, when I do it, it completely turns like every part of my brain on. It's just like wow, I like feel so wide awake and alert. Especially with the cold shower part, just standing there until you just want to scream and you can't take it anymore. It is pretty horrible, but you get out and it's like, man, I'm wired. I could go flip a car right now.
I'm fired up. That's hilarious. I'm so awake.
I had to take steroids for a sinus infection when we were in Montana, and my mom came out with me, and like our suitcases, I was like hulking them, like just above my head, like
oh, roid rage and everything.
Yeah, just freaking out.
I was like, there's nothing.
Oh yeah, so
I don't know.
how's your elbow?
Yeah, how's your elbow
Oh,
doing?
I'm
Full
still in PT.
recovery.
I'm still in PT for my neck.
Really?
So because it's all, it's all connected. So but the elbow's good. Thank you for asking. The neck is hit or miss. See, the problem was is I have degenerative disc disease in my neck. I inherited it, and so I kind of already have a propensity to like have neck issues, and it just kind of, it kind of just pushed it over the edge a little bit, and just when you're stressed and stuff, like it gets bad. But I'm still in PT, but hopefully I'll be graduating next month.
Nice.
Graduating PT.
They give you a certificate
Yes, and
Nice.
a graduation ceremony and a cap and gown.
and a gold star too. Just fucking no one right there. Good for you.
Exactly.
Well, that's
But
good. Physiotherapy is no joke, man. That's hard.
I'll be glad to get out. I mean, it's been good, but like, I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, that hour just feels like, when there's certain things that feel like they take forever, when they're really not that long, it just feels that way.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think it's just because it's like it's at 2:30 in the afternoon when I go twice a week, and it just feels kind of like, your midday slump, and I don't know. So I'm ready to be done. But I'm not done yet because the neck's not great yet. So we'll get there though. We'll get there.
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time, and lots of painkillers. But legal. No, we're not talking about the street stuff. We're talking about like Excedrin.
Extra strength Tylenol, the maximum dose.
Exactly. So we're not getting too crazy here. But yeah, so anyway, that's where we're going with that. Did you see my nails? They're purple because of Minefield.
I wonder what the correlation
how does
was.
purple? Yeah, the dress, I guess. I mean,
the dress was purple, and like the sky was purple, and that rock. It was really funny. They had to readjust it because like there were parts where I was falling off when we were filming, and I was like, and that water is you're in Canada. That water was cold. That was cold.
Yeah.
There were so many people at the beach. It was mid-October. It was a Wednesday night, and like there were so many people at the beach, and I'm like, why are you people here?
Yeah.
I was like, why are you here? I mean, like it was warm outside, but I'm just like, why are these people here at the beach? And it's a weekday. Like, don't you people like, I don't know, have stuff to do?
Anything better to do?
Yeah, they've been cooped up too long. Just like everybody else, I guess.
That's the problem.
Everybody's got COVID fatigue, like pandemic fatigue, and now they're just like not caring. And you're young, so they're not in school.
No, they're not. Thank fucking God.
Are they doing in person?
In Canada, yep.
Oh God.
No, not right now. No, they've decided that maybe they'll go back to, it's called stage 3 education because the pandemic. So I think that's some distance learning and also in person. So I don't know.
It's nice. Look at that.
So they're gonna flippy floppy. Why not just shut it all down? And one more thing I will say about this bullshit is, there's probably no correlation to the fact that retail's open again, the people are back in the office, the kids are back at school. That's no problem, guys. Everything's fine. That's not, you can still go to the fucking hookah lounge and do all that shit. Until tomorrow, or maybe it's the 15th. I think they shut that down. But you know what I mean? It's like, good God.
You got a couple days to get it in real quick.
Holy fuck. And one more, yes, segue about that. There's a fucking bar here, and I don't even know if I should name them. Maybe I better not. But there's a fucking bar here advertising saying, come down from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. to enjoy your last weekend of freedom. Like, you pieces of shit. And they were the same people that did like a 2-for-1 tequila on the night before, like what would be your Veterans Day. Like,
Oh,
it's like he like just the classiest of fucking class pieces of shit.
Sounds like it. Well, hey, in Florida, we definitely have some real class acts here. I mean, Jesus, we have I was going to say, just there's just some. It's really so. Like I said, the city limits. There's an ordinance, and then like I had to drop off something to get. Well, before I left for Montana, I had to get that pink dress I had on altered because it was too long. Because I don't know, they make women's clothes for like tall, skinny people, and that's me. I'm small and I'm Mighty Mouse, muscular. So I went and got it altered, and like this store was just outside the city limits, and they have like, and I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just stating facts. They have like a man who works there who's pretty overweight, and they had a woman working there who's definitely pushing 75, if not 80, and nobody had a mask on. And I'm just like, oh, cool. Both of you guys are high risk and you're not wearing masks. Awesome. Like, super cool. You guys are so flippin' smart. And then I love the people who are like, I don't believe it. It's a government hoax and it's a conspiracy.
And I'm like, awesome. Sure. It definitely is. You're absolutely right. And also I love, I'm American and you're taking away my.
They're coming for my guns and my Jesus H. Christ. It's not going to happen, brother. These colors don't run. That's it.
Yep, that's why I traded in all social activity for sitting alone in my room in the dark, making music.
Wait, are you in the dark right now?
Yeah.
Is that why that's why the camera's not on?
Yeah, well, no, the camera's on. It's just all you can see is my shuriken. In the dark. It glows. It's a glow in the dark shuriken.
It's a glow in the dark shuriken.
Yeah.
Wait,
or something.
He has somehow mastered the art of transforming into this thing.
See, it started with the breathing, and now he's morph into objects.
That when you were saying that, JB, that reminds me. There's some, I think, yogis who can like control their pulse and their heartbeat, like their rate.
Yeah, and that's this is kind of at the core of that. He's basically one of those types of people. Like,
and I tried it before, and it works. I really focused and concentrated because like my heart rate one time was like super high, and I was just like I really focused and like I brought it down because I've got like my watch has like your like pulse and stuff, and I was like, oh shit, all right, we're doing this mind shit. Don't you love
it's working? I'm the mandalorian.
Yeah, you're using the force.
Yay. I really like his character though because he's like the reluctant hero, Nice. And he's like the rebel without a cause.
I'm gonna be a hero. He's like, nah, fuck you. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I like it. And then what I love is when he just basically says, "No, screw you. I'm taking on this kid." Like that was awesome. I don't know.
It's a good show, JB.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch it. I just don't have Disney Plus or whatever. So.
It's $7.94 a month.
Yeah, no, maybe we'll do one of those like free months, and just like bang it out all at once and then cancel it.
There you go. That's what you gotta do. Just I gotta see. I can probably give you my login for that. And I would never do that. I just never mind.
Never.
No, but it's like Netflix. You can have multiple users.
Users. Yeah, I you know what? And I canceled my bullshit with that because I think I had it so you could have like 4 some screens at the same time, and I like gave my login to my parents. I was like, here, just use this. But then I was like, no, I'm not paying the extra fucking like $10 a month for that bullshit. We'll fight over it. I'll text them and be like, hey, I'm watching Netflix. Fuck off. You can't.
It's all good anyway. I've got this like endless just list of stuff, like probably like 500 things I need to catch up on anyway.
Yeah, I still haven't started The Boys yet, by the way, JB.
That's a great show.
Yeah,
I just, you know what it is? I have so much like on my mind and things that I'm doing.
It's hard to watch something, right?
It's hard, and the problem is too, like I probably have undiagnosed ADD to be completely honest, because like I'll try to relax and like watch a movie or something, and then I just find myself like working, even if it's like light working. Like I'm on Twitter, like promoting a playlist or like talking to you guys or like, you know, I'm part of like a couple daily streaming groups and I'm streaming that, or like, oh, there's an email from somebody. Let me get that set. You know, I always find myself, and I really need to like be better at like turning it off. I think there's like, I don't feel guilty. I'm a pretty shameless person. That's why I could never be Catholic, because I don't have guilt. I think that doesn't like exist in me because I know I'm a good person. I know I'm not a perfect person, but I know my intent is always good, you know?
Yeah.
And but somehow when it comes to work, I have that like complex in myself where if I'm not being productive like all the time, like I can't, you know, like I can't let that go. And obviously you have to let it go, because if not, you get burned out, you know, you got to recharge. I don't know. I just need to get better at like at that part of my life, but that's hard, but we're working on it.
Good. It is hard to do.
And also, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes with these shows, I'm like, I could spend like an hour doing something like
else. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but I do need to watch The Mandalorian. But that's what's happening is like I'm working on a bunch of different projects with a lot of different people right now, music wise, and I just I don't know. I feel like if I'm not like working on those and I'm like screwing around watching something, that I'm like letting the other people down. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a therapy session now.
It's fine. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about too with the needing to do something else. Like what I usually do is I'll watch a show and I just might like play like something on guitar, just like the same thing over and over for like 2 hours. Yeah. And I'm not thinking about what I'm playing. I just kind of like get into an automatic thing with it, and I'll watch the show and just be doing something else.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard for me to just sit and do nothing else. But I can sit there and I'll just play the same thing on guitar for 2 hours.
100%.
I think also everybody's anxiety, like just like baseline anxiety, is higher, not just because of
the baseline's here.
Yeah, it's it's cranked up to 11 now for sure.
14.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, set it to 11. I was gonna say that everybody's baseline is higher, first of all, because technology, we're always like this, you know, we've got these watches, these phones, these tablets, whatever, and then add COVID into the mix and add, you know, everything that comes with that. And I just feel like we're all feeling like that antsiness where we have to be doing something, even if it is playing the same chords or progression or you know, writing stuff down while you're watching something. Like I said, I'll be watching something and it's very much like just noise where I'm like having to do something. And I don't know. I mean, that's why it's good. You know, I try to do yoga a couple times a week to try to like counter that, because you know, that's the thing too, though, is just 2020 has been the year that just keeps giving.
Hits don't stop coming, you know.
Exactly. I don't know. It's been a good year in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, it's like, wow, this has been just a dumpster fire.
Total shit show, man.
Yeah, it's sort of shit. Like, it's just like, you know that meme where it's like, where it's just that dumpster that's like on fire rolling down the street kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where we're at, you know. I mean, I miss the murder hornets. That was my favorite part.
You know, I thought that was supposed to happen. And, you know, I was very disappointed to not see one. And me and JB talked about this the other day in the DMs. You know, I just thought that the apocalypse would have happened quicker. It's really taking its time. It's really dragging on.
It's taken a while. And, you know, I was going to say, but the reason I really wanted to see a murder hornet is because I read on a very reputable news site that they carry tiny Glocks, and that's why they're dangerous. And I just really wanted to see a murder hornet with a tiny Glock. Yeah, exactly.
Bzz, pop, pop.
What up? Yeah.
What up, bitch?
I'm gonna buck a cat.
And I'm really disappointed because I just if we're all gonna die by, the end of the year, I'm being dramatic. But can a girl just get her one final wish?
I know, yeah. And if right now, my next best hope is Apophis flying in too close to the atmosphere and hopefully just come on, get sucked in, you son of a bitch.
Well, I don't know. We've still got a long ways to go though for the apocalypse because we haven't even reached fire festival level yet, and I don't know if y'all know what that is.
Fire.
I think
they organized that ended up just being like a total like mess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was I don't know if you watched the documentary. Yeah, it went insane. It was like, all right, so hour 1 everybody gets there, and then hour 2 everybody's like forming tribes and hoarding toilet paper and pillows, and like hour 3 it's like total anarchy.
There's no water. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, so how long would it take for society collapse? So about 3 hours.
Well, 3 hours.
Well, but they were all like, if I remember right, they were all like pretty much
super wealthy
hipster kids that like dress like they're homeless but have more money than most
anybody
people
in the world.
Exactly. And that always makes me laugh. Like whenever they were doing some protest for maybe it's for Black Lives Matter or maybe for something else.
Occupy Wall Street, maybe
that. I don't know. It was like but I just remember that the people who they arrested for causing the most like destruction of property were like the wealthy kids. And I'm just like curious because you're like basically doing this to your parents, friends, and colleagues. Like like you're so punk rock.
You're edgy. Yeah. Good for you.
So awesome. Like
you drove your Mercedes to the protest.
They parked 4 blocks away.
Did some property damage.
Yeah, and they made sure they gave the valet an extra tip to make sure there wasn't any damage or scratches. Yeah. You know how that goes. Yeah. They had Pierre park it for them.
Yeah. Pierre, just keep driving. Drop us off at the protest. Pip pip. Say hi to Mumsy. Like fuck off.
Hey, thank you.
Well, nowadays it's just a Tesla and you just call it in. You're like, all right, I'm ready to leave the protest. Come here, Tesla, and it pulls up.
Oh, I saw. Oh my gosh, there was we were at the car dealership because my dad loves to like window car shop, like just like go to like the dealership, like we're not gonna buy anything but just like go look at all the cars and because why not. It's a fun weekend activity for everybody, but anyway, I like cars though, so it's not horrible. But anyway, at the dealership we were at a couple weekends ago, they have a charging station and this Tesla pulled up and like it was so cool when the doors like went up like that. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. But they're like, yeah, it's gonna take 2 hours for this to charge. And I was like, well, that's
boring. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I can't go anywhere. My car's got to be plugged in for a minute, and that's fine. I understand it, but they got to have better technology soon, like solar power.
We're so close. We're so close to the future,
dude. We're supposed to have. We're supposed to have
flying cars and hoverboards. I mean, but
oh, that reminds me of the meme where it's like what 2020 would be like if MTV had kept playing music videos, and it's like that whole like it's that whole like futuristic city. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. If you guys had kept playing music videos instead of all this reality teen mom crap, like we would be having hoverboards and flying cars but instead we're having a debate about whether science exists and whether a mask is
all hoax. Science is all a hoax.
Science isn't real. What I can't wait as being a woman, I can't wait whenever they're going to try to do whatever they're going to try to do with the Supreme Court. I'm like, awesome.
Oh
super excited back into ankle length skirts, and just become like a mom. That's my only life I can be.
I've been talking with my wife a lot about this very thing about why does the fucking patriarchy think they have any right over anything to do with what a woman does with her body or anything. Like I have never in my life grasped that.
I don't know. I know that I'm people, what's very interesting to me, and this is actually related to music. Like I love our conversations because it's like 5 minutes music and then the rest, like we solve the world's problems because obviously we're amazing.
Obviously.
But I have like a couple I run just like a couple like basically $3 a day like ads on Facebook just to get some more, I don't know, just for my music, get some more exposure and stuff. And also I'm like, well, I could buy a Starbucks or just use it for my career. And let's do it for the career, Starbucks can wait. I can drink the tea out of the closet,
Yeah.
Merlot out of the toilet.
Exactly. Just give me the wine out of the box. Franzia, slap the bag. I did that in grad school. Seriously, though, I definitely like.
Do you know what movie that was?
Huh?
Sorry, everything garbled up for a second on my end. I said, do you know what movie that was where a dude made the Merlot in the toilet?
Oh.
He was in prison.
Yeah, it's
I can't
remember what.
Good.
It was Rob. I think Rob Snyder was in it. I want to say. Maybe.
Snyder.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It was some stupid movie, and there was some dude who like made Merlot in his toilet in prison. He was all like sophisticated. He's like, "Would you like some Merlot? I made it in the toilet."
That sounds terrible, but maybe it'll be. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Just when he said the closet tea, it just
closet tea, toilet wine, whatever. But what I was gonna say though, going back to the patriarchy stuff, is that for whatever
that whole thing. Yeah.
Back to that small thing. I have these ads and it's just like snippets from my music videos, and I'm the whole reason I push my music videos is because I went to acting school and I don't know, that's a big part of like my artistic expression, so I just like to promote them. And I, for whatever reason, talking about patriarchy, I am super fucking triggering for sexist males. I am super triggering, and I'm and even I've noticed that even not just online, but even in person, I'm super triggering because I guess I'm a unicorn and they don't know what to do with me. I'm not married. I don't have children.
Here's a woman who believes in herself.
Exactly. And I get and I'm just who are these random assholes who think it's totally appropriate to comment on people's Facebook random shit? And also how sad are you that you're taking your time out of your life to make comments about something you hate? Okay, cool. But tonight somebody was celebrities, it was celebrities don't matter, they're the worst of the worst and blah blah blah. And then somebody else was you're a failure, and I'm thinking why? Okay, sure.
What's happening?
Yeah, just super awful comments. And then I'll look at their profile and one of the guys was the one guy tonight, I went to his Facebook profile. I obviously banned and deleted him because I was I don't have time for this shit. He had his banner on Facebook was Jesus fighting something else. I don't remember, but I was just what is this shit?
Oh my god!
It was probably a picture of Jesus fighting Joe Biden or something,
or a velociraptor.
Yeah, I'm just who are these people? And that's I just don't get why these people get off on commenting on a random person's stuff, just hate shit. I just don't get it. But then again, my brain isn't pea-sized, so.
Well, I mean, yeah. There's also that.
It's just so random. But it's really hilarious how triggering I am to people who are very much patriarchy. And I'm just and I tell my dad I'm a feminist, and he thinks that means I'm a feminazi. It's no, I love men. I have a lot of male friends. I absolutely love men. I just don't want to be treated like I'm, an object. So, novel idea. So, whatever. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now.
That's fine. You can get back up there. Do what you want to do. There's no problem here.
I know.
You are allowed to have a voice and talk.
Oh my God, thank you. I so
This is the
much.
first time I tried public speaking.
I just can't stop.
Well, I do declare. Yeah.
I've been stuck in my room for 25 years, raising these children.
Yeah.
And I
Wearing my
can-
floor-length dresses.
So what are these just like random people who follow you and then they comment some hate shit for just like
It's
what
just-
the fuck?
It's just like it's literally like so I've been taking like a coaching course for like the business of music to like kind of like just increase my reach and stuff like that, and part of it is, you know, setting up a Facebook campaign and just like I said, not spending that much, literally spending like what you would at Starbucks for like a tea. Well, Starbucks is super expensive, so maybe even less, but you know, like couple dollars a day just to get ads, just to get some more fans and just to get some more exposure and stuff. And so I have like on my target, like, you know, when you do ads, you can target who you're trying to market to, right? So I always put, you know, 18 to like mid 50s, you know, male and female, and then I put like interests, you know, like synth pop, you know, 80s, Madonna, Kylie Minogue, and then what I had to do first is I had to put like exclude dating, because I would get like messages from people who thought for some reason that it was a
You put
personal.
that up there to like troll for dudes.
Yeah, they thought that it was like I was a webcam girl for some reason, which I don't know why. I guess again, I stupidly forgot that under the patriarchy, if you're a woman who looks good, then you're obviously, your only mission is to be a sex companion for men. I forgot that. So stupid.
Yes, yeah, how dare you? Yeah, Jesus.
I'm sorry. I won't ever do it again. You know, I won't forget again. But you know, I would get that. So I was like, okay, exclude men who are looking for dating, because and then after that, I was like, okay, let's put some like more parameters, because the creeps are still coming. Like, so let's put men who are like not men, but just people who are interested in like feminism, maybe somebody like Oprah, you know, just trying to get rid of, you know,
well, the dickhead element.
Right. But then, like I said, there's still trolls that are coming through the filter. So yeah, I don't know. I just, again, I don't get that. Like, if I see something that I don't love or I'm not into, I just don't say anything. Like,
and just whatever.
I mean, and it's not even like, and it's not even about the person. It's just maybe I'm not in the mood for that kind of music or that kind of product. I mean, why the fuck am I going to, like, you know, and then you just got to remember that those people are just really sad individuals and insecure.
That's, yeah, for sure.
But it's still,
but still at the same time, it sucks. It still sucks. You have to like.
Well, it's still hard. I mean, it's still shitty to read it, you know, like it's still shitty, but you can't take it in because you've got to like consider the source. And like I said, somebody who's got a banner of Jesus fighting
probably a raptor or something.
Yeah.
Something sciencey, yeah.
I'm like, okay, dude, cool. Yeah, you're probably 110% there, but okay, sure, great. But
also my next tattoo idea. You find that picture.
You know what? I can pull it up for you. And
just a back piece of Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. That's amazing. You know, if you wanted to be super 2020, you could get a murder hornet fighting like a
COVID
cell.
Riding a coronavirus cell.
That's amazing. Wait, what else has happened this year that's been a total train wreck? I don't know. I can't think of them, but like you need like a 2020 collage piece that just has like the murder hornets. Tiger King from earlier.
Oh yes.
I never watched it, but I obviously know.
Okay. So here's what I'll say: if you're gonna watch something, You're talking about you need to wind down and watch something. Watch Tiger.
I need to watch it. Okay.
The most ridiculous shit I've ever
JB,
seen in
did
my
you
life.
watch it?
I watched all of it.
You watched
That's like
it, Joe?
the last thing. That's the last
JB,
thing I sat there.
I caught some of it.
Okay.
I didn't watch all of it, but I caught some of it. I mean, I pretty much know everything that happened.
Just for memes and conversations, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that and what I did see of it, I did so. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got to watch. I've got to watch Tiger King and the Mandalorian. Okay. But yeah. We'll get you the tattoo of the coronavirus, Tiger King, coronavirus, murder hornet,
versus Jesus, American Jesus.
Versus I think it should
versus
be
American
Canadian
Jesus.
You know what?
I like Canadian Jesus.
Ask. Because that's the other thing. They've had all these evangelical. Did you see those evangelical pastors that have been like, and I said in the name of Jesus, this coronavirus can go away. Like blue.
Thereby giving everybody coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm like, this is that's gonna work.
It's gonna work real well.
And then I remember they just had a pastor like a week or two ago that was like coronavirus is only coronavirus only affects people who fornicate. That was what he said, and he died from it. And I was like, I don't like laughing at people, but I'm just like, this is so ridiculous. Like,
you can't make it up.
I feel like that everybody's taken like the dumb pill or something, and we've just like 100 years.
Have you watched Idiocracy yet?
No, I know I have to watch it. I'm just too like unfocused.
I know you're all ADHD on
I seriously like.
It's all good though. I understand.
I'm diagnosed like ADD or ADHD. I swear to God.
It's too hard. It's hard time.
And I think all that stuff's coming out a lot more, like you were talking about earlier, because everybody is cooped up. So like the routine's not there. All the things that you would normally do to you'd focus through certain time periods and get through the day. They're just not there anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and then, it's really weird. And then the state of Florida, like our governor is just an idiot. He is such an idiot. And he's just terrible. He's just like, oh yeah, everything's going to stay open, even though our numbers are going up. And I'm like, cool. Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah. Ours is all right. I mean, he's a doctor and he's made mostly pretty good choices, I mean, he's faced a lot of pressure and kind of made some bad ones sometimes because of that, but then he's quickly corrected it.
Yeah.
So he's trying.
Fucking doctor. At least you have somebody who's trying.
Yeah.
Well,
our tagline was now the SAS party government can. My buddy said it was like he's like T-minus 2 hours till the government goes and gives their speech, shrugs their shoulders, and says good luck to everybody. They've tried nothing and they're all out of ideas. That was the other one.
That sounds pretty accurate. That sounds fairly accurate of what we're doing here in the States. Seriously.
It's disgusting.
Sounds fairly accurate, and it's like, cool, USA is number one again. We're number one, guys. Awesome. We're beating everybody. Super cool.
Well, hey, we're number one.
Yeah. And people are like, well, that doesn't matter because we're number one. Yay. NASCAR.
We're going to be the best at COVID. That Rona's not going to take my Jesus riding a lizard away from me, I'll tell you what.
Oh, God. I just can't with these people. I just can't.
They'll get my guns when the Rona pries it from my cold, dead hands.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or something. I don't know.
Something exactly like that is completely accurate.
I'm sure somebody said that unironically.
Unironically.
I probably have like you guys and some other friends online and stuff that I've talked about and some other people. And other than that, like my tolerance for people has like really like dwindled. And I really like hanging out with my dog. And my mom's really disappointed, I think, because like I told her, I was like, I've kind of become kind of asexual during the pandemic. maybe because I know that nothing's gonna happen, but you know, I'm kind of turning into like again the Mandalorian. I just want to be
I really want to be the Mandalorian.
I want to be the Mandalorian. He's got a super cool outfit. I would love that outfit. I would love to have a baby Yoda with me all the time. I think I would be happy. So can we just make that happen? Can we make that happen?
JB, I don't see why not. You've got to have some sort of.
Oh yeah. I give it the okay. So
Okay, so
we'll go ahead and get that paperwork started for you.
Okay, thank you. I hope the application gets accepted. So we'll see though. We'll see. I'm waiting. So we'll see where we get with that. I don't know.
And since we got so far away from your music, back to it. Yeah, I really like the explosions in there. I think that added a lot to the atmosphere. And
isn't that cool? The producer decided on that, and like what I like about the song is it's got a very like the MIDI in it is very like pronounced and very like it's not. I feel like so much music production tries to be super smooth these days and like seamless. And what I like about it is it's a little raw. Like, you know, you can definitely tell like what that is and it's naked. Like it's really exposed, you know? Yeah. It's funny because we actually recorded this song a while back ago, but like just the way that I try to release at least 4 songs a year, like at least like every quarter and stuff. But, you know, again, with COVID and stuff, my release schedule kind of got bunched up at the end because I kept waiting for it to be over, like COVID, pretty, you know, within a few months. So then everything was like, oh, shit, now 2 months apart, you know, like, get it out. But yeah, I like this song, you know, it's, I don't know, it's a good song that everybody can kind of relate to. Like I said, just, that and I love the video too. We're going to submit that to film festivals. We just had the video for Hold the Moon at the Portland Film Festival,
right,
which was awesome. And then we had it at the LA Music Video Awards, and you know, we're going to submit this video to some film festivals. I'm not sure which ones yet, but we're going to do that with that. And yeah, I'm really surprised people like the song so much because I wasn't sure if people were going to dig it because of the production. Yeah, I didn't know if people were going to dig it.
I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm going to play it on my shit tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, you know, I really think you should have used a different mic on the MIDI keyboard, but, you know, and that ruined the whole song for me, that one mic on that MIDI keyboard. No, it's just one of those things like most people don't notice, you know, a good song's a good song and it's a good song and that really shines through. And I think the rawness of the production and like you said, I think that adds to it with that explosiveness, you know, because if it was all like super smooth and then there were these abrasive explosions, I don't know that it would have had that whole that it really keeps that whole like navigating the minefield feel, you know, because that's going to be rough no matter what all the way through with shit blowing up around you.
Yeah.
And that's really cool too, actually, because again, it kind of gives you that Mandalorian feel, right? See what I did there? So I'm actually gonna redo the video and just get a freaking Mandalorian suit and just like literally
just the mask.
Go in a minefield and just try to dodge.
Yeah, replace the dude with Baby Yoda and you know.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
It was so funny because I've had a lot of my girlfriends like message me today, be like, who's the cute guy in the video? And like even some of my guy friends are like, who's the hot guy or who's the foxy guy? And I'm like, he's an actor we hired. And the funny thing is I like when I was watching the cuts of it before we released it, like I was watching like preliminary cuts of it earlier this week. I like was watching it on a small screen, and like from a small screen I was like, oh my god, it looks like my gay ex-boyfriend. And it does. And my ex-boyfriend. So, yeah.
That sounds like that should be a song.
So there you go.
I've already kind of preliminary written a song. I don't want to piss him off though, because I really, you know, I love his mom, and like, you know, if he, I don't know, it's like one of those things where it's like you would be perfect, but unfortunately, there's only one minor detail, and that's, well, you know, you're not really in. That's okay though. Again, I told you I'm kind of in a very monk-like period of my life where I'm very asexual, so it's fine. But I was gonna say that oh
yeah,
gosh,
the Wim Hof method with the cold showers, that'll definitely help with that.
I should do that. I took a very warm, not a very warm, but I took a warm shower before we got on here. And it was very nice.
That's very nice.
It was very nice. I was debating. I'm like, should I take a shower? And I'm like, yes, you should take a shower. I don't want to take. You need to take one. Okay, fine. And I was like, oh, this feels great.
You need to take one. I'm glad I did that. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's why my video doesn't work, because I didn't take a shower, and you can see the reek like floating off me.
Now you look like Pigpen from Charlie Brown, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. You got like the dust like following you. That's okay. I understand. But I was just like, that's me in general though. I'm like, it's the like dread. It's my anxiety. I'm always like, oh God, I don't want to go to the gym. Then I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I worked out. You know, I'm like, oh, I don't want to take a shower. It's so much. I'm glad I took a shower. That's me though. It's like struggle. But yeah, it's a struggle. But no, I'm really surprised that so many people love it. I've had a couple people tell me like it's their favorite song of mine. I was like, really? I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, honestly, yeah, like I could see it for sure. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love it. And I just really love the artwork on it. Like I said, I just really love the visuals on it. And I just it gets stuck in your head is the thing. You know, it gets
super catchy.
It is super catchy. I don't know.
But not annoying catchy, you know. So I was like, you know, it's good catchy. It's very good catchy.
No, I love it. And then I don't know when I'm gonna release it yet because I'm trying to like this is the last song I'm gonna release before the holidays. Like my last individual. There might be a collaboration I'm doing with somebody that comes up before the end of the year. I don't know if we're gonna get it up for the end of the year. Not sure. But anyway, what I was gonna say was the other video we shot, which will be my next single, is very like got a very rock and roll kind of feel to it, and it was like inspired by Depeche Mode, by I Feel You. So it's got a nice little guitar riff in it, but there's still synths in it, and the video is gonna be super cool. We shot it at a ghost town. It's super cool. And
that sounds awesome.
I play a villain. It's gonna be super cool. I love it. That's why I'm excited. Like,
that's awesome. I have a question for you, Charlie. Would you come back like in a couple of weeks and talk some more?
I would. Yeah, it's getting late.
No, I remember that Dark Marvel Flow was supposed to take over SLE Radio, and Jay was having some issues with this link, but apparently he has it working now.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'd love to. If you guys,
I'd love to talk to you more, and I won't triple book anything. It'll just be a whole thing for Charlie.
Well, but you know what? We also should probably keep it shorter because even though we entertain ourselves, like I don't know if people won't like. I don't know.
I don't fucking do it for them. Just kidding.
Yes, I do it for myself because I love myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we know the right people will watch.
That's right.
Well, people that we like, you know.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not the anti.
That's who we do it for, really.
So. No, I do it for the cool kids. You know,
Yeah.
Some people will probably watch.
They'll watch it. They'll watch it.
But yeah, it was fun. It's always fun with you guys. So
it was a pleasure. We'll do it again. We'll set it up when it works out for everybody.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Congrats on the song, Charlie. Like it's a good song. The video is great. Good for you, girl.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's one thing I wanted to ask too. So it was something you said last time with like we can kind of tell like, you know, if it was a song that you came up with the idea with and then went forward with it, or if a producer kind of or composer approached you. And I want to say that this one was all you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a great song. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So good. Yay.
I give it a 12 out of 10. That's the highest I can go.
Wait, what?
I give it 12 out of 10, and that's the highest I can go.
It's like rating the dogs, like where they're like 14 out of 10.
That's
It's a
right.
good- That's a compliment because dogs are the best.
Yeah, well,
Cats are great too. I'm just saying animals in general are better than people and they should live longer. And it's not fair.
So that's a statement I can agree with 100%.
100% for me too, guys.
Awesome. Well, have a good night. We all survived Friday the 13th because it's not the 14th. So
We win. Take that, world.
all right.
Thank you again, Charlie.
Later.
Take care. See ya.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right.